DIPG, or diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma, is a descriptive diagnosis. The pons is part of the brainstem. The brainstem is part of the brain that is really important. Not only does it have the cranial nerves that help us with eye movements and swallowing, but you think of it, it's kind of like where everything passes through. It's kind of like the center. So the tumor itself is not surgically resectable. Infiltrating, if you can imagine, this is the normal glial tissue. The tumor kind of infiltrates in between. So therefore, if you remove the tumor, you'd remove the normal tissue, and this is vital brain tissue.
Pediatric cancer, all of pediatric cancer, receives less than 3% of all public and private funding. The only way that anything is going to materially happen for this particular cancer is private fundraising efforts such as our own, small nonprofits like ours, so that anybody that is volunteering and contributing to this is doing so in a way that is not in this particular disease state, it's not a thimble out of the ocean. Right? It is meaningful to this endeavor.
I certainly don't want to pawn myself as someone who has unrealistic goals. I don't know that in my career I'll make this 100% cure. That's our goal. But I think together, with help of foundations like the Lacewell Foundation and others, that we can make a significant increase. Still in 2013, over 90% of the kids we treat, some people say 95% of the kids we treat, we lose to this disease, and we lose them very rapidly. I know we can make a difference. I know in my career we can make that number 50% survival.
It's pretty cool. I mean, to be able to hand a check over to, one of the greatest children's hospitals in the U.S. for $100,000. I mean, that was exciting, and that's really because of our friends, our family.
It usually gets brought up when I'm wearing like a shirt though, like the Max Lacewell shirts, because they have like sushi Legos and Star Wars on them, so no one knows what that is because they don't like connect at all. So that's usually when people ask what's on my shirt, and that's when I'll tell them when I'm talking what the foundation is.
It's also nice when you have an opportunity to donate your time and treasure to something that you definitely know where every penny is going. And we've all gotten to know Dr. Stu's work and everything, so we know exactly where it's going, and really just gives us all hope that maybe through our efforts we can provide some sort of change or cure or progress in the area of DIPG.
Last year at the foundation dinner, I sat at a table that was filled with parents, patients that I've cared for. And to see them interact together, and that bond that they have, and that understanding they have, that opportunity for them to be together is right there enough benefit for the entire foundation.
It is the but. They're looking for that, right? Prognosis is frightening, but we have something. That's something right now that does not exist. That when the air is sucked out of the room, when you hear those words, pontine glioma, the air stays out of the room now. Hopefully one day we'll be able to take a breath.
People will often say to me, it must be a hard job to be a neuro-oncologist. And truth be told, I get to meet people like the Lacewells who are going to change the world. I get to meet kids like Max, who are making a difference by their presence to the people they meet. I get to see communities that rally together. You really get to see the best in the world.